The camera industry is shifting, and if you are currently eyeing a high-end hybrid, you need to stop and listen. There is a storm brewing in the supply chain that is about to change everything we know about professional mirrorless power. You have heard the whispers, you have seen the rumors, but today, we are stripping away the clickbait to look at the cold, hard data regarding the upcoming Nikon Z8 II. This is not just an incremental update. It is a fundamental re-engineering of what a hybrid body can do, and the industry giants are already scrambling to respond. Every photographer, filmmaker, and content creator knows that the current Z8 set a standard, but the Z8 II is looking to shatter it. We are talking about a total fusion of Nikon's legendary stills heritage and the cinematic influence of red digital cinema. This is not a baby Z9 anymore. It is becoming an independent, professional-grade powerhouse that bridges the gap between high-resolution photography and elite-level filmmaking. The biggest question on everyone's mind is what makes this worth the upgrade, or for some, the switch to the Nikon ecosystem. It starts with the architecture. Recent supply chain leaks point toward an optimized 45.7 megapixel Fast-Scan Stacked CMOS sensor. While that resolution might sound familiar, the engine behind it has been completely overhauled. We are looking at a dual-chip EXPEED 8 processing system, which for the first time in a Nikon body features advanced AI-driven predictive intent tracking. This means the camera is no longer just tracking movement. It is anticipating it. Whether you are shooting high-speed wildlife in challenging light or capturing a rapid-fire sports event, the autofocus is designed to stay locked on, even when your subject passes behind obstructions. But let's talk about the real game changer, the RED integration. Following Nikon's acquisition of RED Digital Cinema, the Z8 II is expected to integrate native internal 12-bit REDCODE RAW recording. Think about that for a second. You are no longer just capturing footage. You are capturing cinematic data with IPP2 color science baked directly into the body. This is a massive disruption for solo filmmakers who previously had to choose between a dedicated cinema rig and a hybrid stills camera. With the Z8 II, that compromise essentially evaporates. The thermal management system has also seen a total redesign. We are seeing reports of a graphene-infused copper cooling architecture, allowing for unlimited 8K video recording without the dreaded thermal throttling that plagues other high-end mirrorless cameras. And for the audio-conscious creators, the integration of internal 32-bit float audio is the final piece of the puzzle. This feature effectively makes clipping audio a thing of the past, ensuring that your sound quality matches the professional fidelity of your 8K visuals. Now, I know what you are thinking. Is this just another expensive piece of gear that only the top 1% can afford? The leaks suggest a disruptive $4,299 price point. While that is a premium investment, when you compare it to the cost of a standalone cinema camera plus a high-end photography body, the value proposition starts to look incredibly aggressive. It is a one-stop shop for professional content production. Of course, we have to talk about the skepticism. We have seen rumors before, and the camera industry is notoriously good at keeping its cards close to its chest. Some industry experts argue that Nikon is playing a long game, and the Z8 II might be further out than the hype suggests. But when you look at the sheer volume of supply chain data hitting the desks of engineers at Sony and Canon, it is clear that they are worried. They are not worried because of a rumor. They are worried because of the specs. If you are a professional photographer who is heavily invested in another system, this level of integration, specifically the red color science and the raw video performance, is the kind of innovation that forces a serious look at your lens kit. If the Z8 II delivers on even 80% of these leaked specifications, the barrier to entry for high-end cinematic content is going to drop significantly. We are entering a new era where the hybrid label actually means something. No more good enough for video, no more good enough for stills. The Z8 II is aiming for absolute excellence in both. As we get closer to an official announcement, keep your eyes on the supply chain. Watch for those moments when the usual leaks go quiet. That is usually the sign that something big is truly imminent. Beyond the raw power, consider the workflow implications. We are seeing hints that Nikon is prioritizing data management, potentially introducing faster CFX Press Type B controllers that handle these massive 12-bit raw files without a hitch. This efficiency is crucial for production houses that need to turn around content in minutes, not hours. For those who travel, the redesigned body ergonomics, balancing that robust pro-level durability with a more compact, packable frame, means you can finally leave the cinema cage at home. You are essentially carrying a Hollywood-grade production suite in your backpack. That mobility, paired with the reliability of a weather-sealed professional chassis, creates a value dynamic that simply does not exist in the current market. Furthermore, think about the long-term ecosystem investment. By bringing RED's renowned processing into the Z-mount architecture, Nikon is effectively future-proofing their user base. We are seeing more than just hardware updates here. We are witnessing a software-defined revolution where AI-assisted color grading and real-time processing are handled internally by the EXPEED 8 chip, reducing post-production times significantly. For the modern creator balancing a hectic schedule, this level of in-camera intelligence is not just a luxury, it is a necessity. You are not just buying a camera, you are investing in a streamlined production pipeline that turns high-pressure shoots into effortless, high-quality deliverables that meet the demands of global streaming platforms and commercial clients alike. Is this the camera that finally makes you switch? Or is your current setup still holding its own against what we are seeing in these early reports? The landscape is changing fast, and staying informed is the only way to ensure your gear supports your creative vision rather than limiting it. We are going to keep tracking every shred of authentic data as it emerges. This is about making smart, informed decisions before you drop your hard-earned cash on a new system. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, keep your notifications on and stay tuned to the channel. We do not do fluff here. We just track the tech that matters. The Nikon Z8 II is looking like the most disruptive hybrid camera of 2026. Whether you are a wildlife shooter needing that extra burst speed, a filmmaker craving raw workflows, or a hybrid creator tired of lugging around two separate kits, this is the story to watch. What do you think? Is internal Red RAW and 32-bit float audio enough to convince you to upgrade? Or are you waiting for the real-world performance test before you make the jump? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. Let us keep the discussion going. Thank you for hanging out with us at Tech Vibe today. If you found this breakdown useful and want to keep getting the most honest, uncut tech analysis on the market, hit that subscribe button and leave a like. It really helps the channel grow and lets us keep bringing you these deep dive reports. We have a lot more coming down the pipeline, including some exclusive comparisons that you will not want to miss. Stay creative, keep shooting, and I will see you in the next one.